From the Paper News 24/7 newsroom, here are your obituaries for Wednesday, May 18th, 2011. I'm Frank Phillips reporting. Derek A. Wood, 24, of Brazil, died Monday due to an auto accident. He was born February 2nd, 1987 at Merrillville, Indiana. He received a GED. He was an avid football fan and loved his St. Louis Rams. He traveled to Las Vegas last year and really loved it and had plans to move there. Survivors include the father, Thomas and Nancy Wood of Brazil, fiancée Natasha Klein, and grandparents Clarence and Patricia Wood of Waveland. Friends may call at MacLeod and Survey's Funeral Home in Waveland Wednesday 3 to 5. There will be no services. Cremation will follow. Memorial contributions may be made to MacLeod and Survey's Funeral Home, Post Office Box 155, Waveland, Indiana. Online condolences may be made at www.macleodsurveys.com. Mr. Billy Lee Cadle, Sr., 61, of Lebanon, Indiana, formerly of Montgomery County, passed away at 9:05 a.m. Saturday at his home. He died of natural causes. Billy Lee Cadle, Sr. was born in Charleston, West Virginia on June 4, 1949, the son of the late Charles A. and Arlene M. Gandy Cadle. At the age of 13, Bill moved with his family to Indiana from Charleston. As a resident of Tipton County at Hobbs, Indiana, Bill was a 1967 graduate of Tipton High School. On April 26, 1969, he was married to Mary Catherine Urbane Cadle in Lebanon, Indiana, and she survives. As a devoted husband, father, and grandfather, he enjoyed his family as well as many friends. He had been a hunter and enjoyed sports. He served in the U.S. Army 1969 through 1975, and then was active for several years in the Indiana National Guard. As a Lebanon resident, where he resided most of his life, he was employed at Lau Blower and then at American Ultraviolet, recently retiring due to his health. He also was active as a minister and pastored various churches and was involved in providing nursing home, jail, and prison ministries. Funeral services will be held on Wednesday, May 18, 2011, at 10:30 a.m. at Myers Chapel of Memories, 1502 North Lebanon Street, Lebanon, Indiana, with the Reverend Howard Barefoot officiating. Visitation is planned for Tuesday, May 17, 2011, from 4 to 8 p.m. at Myers Mortuary, Lebanon. Interment will follow military rites at Lincoln Memory Gardens in Boone County, Indiana. Survivors include his wife, Mrs. Mary K. Cadle, Lebanon, Indiana, 3 children, Billy L. Cadle, Jr., and wife Brenda Shover Cadle, Lebanon, Indiana, Timothy W. Cadle and wife Kimberly Martin, Lebanon, Indiana, and Heather N. Miller, Marion, Indiana, his father, Charles A. Cadle, Tipton, Indiana, a brother, Gary E. Cadle, and wife Michelle, Tipton, Indiana, a sister, Iona Duncan, and husband Joe, Sheridan, Indiana, 10 grandchildren, Britt Lee L. Cadle, Lebanon, Indiana, Emma G. Cadle of Lebanon, Indiana, Natalie E. Cadle, Lebanon, Indiana, Samuel R. Cadle, Lebanon, Indiana, Colton P. McInnes, Lebanon, Indiana, Cassidy M. Cadle of Lebanon, Indiana, Tyler W. Cadle of Lebanon, Indiana, Ashlyn N. Miller of Marion, Indiana, Alexis H. Miller of Marion, Indiana, and Ariana Miller of Marion, Indiana. Memorials may be made in Bill's memory to the Boone County Cancer Society, 117 West Elm Street, Lebanon, Indiana, 46052. Online condolences may be sent to www.myersmortuary.com. Lori Ann Oates, 47, of Crawfordsville, passed away Tuesday, May 17 at 2:35 a.m. at the Williamsburg Healthcare. Arrangements are pending at Powers Preeb Funeral Home. Also in your obituaries, James M. Jim Hunter, 79, of Linden, Indiana, died in the emergency room at St. Elizabeth Franciscan Health Crawfordsville, Indiana, at 4 p.m. Monday, May 16, 2011, suddenly and unexpectedly. Mr. Hunter had been in failing health the past 5 years. He was born near Orleans in Orange County, Indiana, June 5, 1931, the son of the late Frank and Dora M. Wilson Hunter. Mr. Hunter married Catherine L. Howell at Little York, Indiana, on June 3, 1950, and she survives. He worked for Purdue University in the physical plant for many years, was a member of St. Paul Community Church in Linden, the Linden Conservation Club, a former member of the Linden Civil Defense Unit, and enjoyed fishing. Surviving with his wife is a daughter, Deborah Stamps of Linden, a son, David Hunter, wife Courtney of Crawfordsville, 4 brothers, Charles and Peggy Hunter of Alpine, Alabama, Glenn Max Hunter and wife Doris of Rossville, Indiana, Harold Dean Hunter and wife Eileen of Otterbein, Indiana, Don and wife Janice Hunter of West Point, Indiana, 3 sisters, Beatrice Neal of Mitchell, Indiana, Carol Williams and husband George of Scottsburg, Indiana, and Landy Barrett and husband Bud of Kentucky. Also surviving are 7 grandchildren and 18 great-grandchildren and a daughter-in-law, Donna Hunter. He was preceded in death by a son, Danny Hunter, 2 great-grandchildren, Savannah and Rowan Ross, 3 brothers, Frank Bud Carl and Robert Hunter, and 2 sisters, Maxine Gray, Juanita Bennett. Friends may call at the Han Grober Funeral Home, Linden, from 10 a.m. until the service at 1 p.m. Thursday. Reverend Dr. R. Clayton Kendall officiating, with interment in Linden Cemetery. If friends desire, memorials may be made to St. Paul Community Church. Memorials, memories, and condolences may be left at www.hangroberfuneralhome.com. Russell C. Bishop, formerly of Crawfordsville, passed away Saturday morning at Keller Oaks Healthcare Center in Keller, Texas. He was 84. Born October 3, 1926 at Hibbard, Indiana, he was the son of Charles and Lily Mae Brown Bishop. He attended Hibbard Elementary School and Culver High School. Mr. Bishop served his country in the United States Army and was a member of the Disabled American Veterans. During his time in the service, he received the Asiatic Pacific Theater Ribbon. Russell was an auto mechanic for Eder Ford in Crawfordsville and other garages in Indiana and Texas. He later enjoyed restoring old gas pumps, cars, trucks, and bicycles. He was a former member of the reorganized Church of Latter-day Saints of Hibbard, Indiana. In 1988, he joined the First Church of the Nazarene of Crawfordsville. On December 15, 1983, he married Mildred Cheney Bishop in Crawfordsville. She survives, residing in North Richland Hills, Texas. Additional surviving family members include his sister, Iris Cudney of Plymouth, Indiana, sister-in-law Jean Bishop of Culver, Indiana, daughters Kathy Hacker and Mary Lou Toe, both of Logansport, Indiana, stepdaughter Pat and Darrell Robinson of North Richland Hills, Texas, as well as numerous grandchildren, great-grandchildren, great-great-grandchildren, and many nieces and nephews. A funeral service will be held at 1 p.m. Friday at Burkhart Funeral Home, Crawfordsville. Burial with military rites will be performed by the American Legion, and VFW will follow at Oak Hill Cemetery North. Visitation will be Friday from 10 a.m. until the time of service. Donations in Russell's memory can be made to the American Cancer Society, 5635 West 96th Street, Suite 100, Indianapolis, Indiana 46278. Envelopes will also be available at the funeral home. Online condolences can be made at www.burkhartfh.com. Shirley Ann Foy, 69, of Crawfordsville, passed away on Tuesday at St. Clair Medical Center. Arrangements are pending at Powers Preeb Funeral Home. And another obituary to share with you today. Norma M. Grimes of Crawfordsville passed away Monday night at Hickory Creek Nursing Home. She was 93. Mrs. Grimes was a member of the First United Methodist Church, Methodist Women's Circle, Eastern Star, BPW, and she helped out at the Wesley Thrift Shop and Montgomery County Historical Society. She was assistant clerk treasurer for the city of Crawfordsville and then worked several years in the CEL&P accounting department. She attended Indianapolis schools and graduated from Connorsville High School, class of 1935. Born December 24, 1917 in Indianapolis, she was the daughter of Elon and Ethel Brewer Farnsworth. She married Richard Grimes on December 29, 1951 in Indianapolis. He passed away March 20, 1994. Survivors include two daughters, Catherine A. and Dale Kunkel, and Carol J. and Denny Cook, both of Crawfordsville, a brother, Harry Newby of the Villages, Florida, 4 grandchildren, 2 step-grandchildren, and 1 great-grandchild. She was preceded in death by her parents and husband. Funeral services will begin at 2 p.m. Saturday at Burkhart Funeral Home with the Reverend Gary Lewis officiating. Burial will follow at Oak Hill Cemetery North. Visitation will be noon until 2 p.m. at the funeral home. Memorial contributions may be made to the Wesley Thrift Shop, 315 West Market, Crawfordsville, Indiana, 47933, or St. Elizabeth Hospice, Post Office Box 7501, Lafayette, Indiana, 47903-9912. Online condolences can be made by visiting www.burkhartfh.com. And those are your obituaries for Wednesday, May 18th, 2011. I'm Frank Phillips reporting.